Hey, what is going on, guys? Welcome back to my channel. So today I want to share about being an empath. Right? Have you ever feel that you always feeling the feelings of someone? And that is not the worst part of feeling other people. The worst part of feeling other people is know that you shouldn't be feeling what they're feeling. Means that that person give you the feeling of sadness, right? They make you feel anger, depressed, or the act that they did, such as blaming, such as harmful acts, such as like violent, and you feel the feeling of fear that they express, or the anger that they express through their action that they take. So it becomes a trauma. Okay, so you are good at recognizing, okay, you get the cue, you get the idea of people, when people get angry because of those things that ever happen in your life that has made you a sensitive person. Right? So once you feel that fear, that anger, or that person that always blame things around them, you feel like, okay, I'm in that energy. And what is wrong with that? You absorbing the energy itself is most damaging to you and your life. That is the negative of being an empath. Right? We always receiving the energy from the outside world. Right? We are sensitive to energy around us. And that make us easily get distracted and get discouraged by those people that, okay, most probably you hang out with, or they are in your life. You have nowhere to avoid them, or being able to not get in touch with them, right? Because they are so close to you. They are your family members. They are your best friends, or the friends that you have known for a long time. I don't know if, like, in your circle of friends or family, you have people that are really negative. They are really in a, I can say, like a victim mentality or anger issue. Like, I think 80 or 90% of people have, in some sort of form, encounter this situation. Okay, they have negative impact on those people. I mean, those people did to them, right? Because they can feel the energy, they can absorb the energy, and then they kind of like pairing with that energy. So if you pair with the energy of anger, victim mentality, you will become easily triggered. You become negative overall in life, and you will become that victim in your life. And if you bring on this quality in your life, imagine how worse can your life be? What will you encounter in your life that you think is going to benefit you? I don't think so. There's no way that we can benefit from feeling those feelings of anger, depressed, fear, or victimized. Right? It will completely stop us from growing, or the will of growing up, become better, will disappear because of those feelings, because of we are absorbing all the energy and the feeling that we have when we are around them. Right? We are made as a receiver. Like we receive the things that are around us. When we are a kid, right? Especially, right? This is for Asians. We have high family values. Like we value our family and their opinion. And when we are small, when we are still kids, we have to listen to them 100%, especially our parents, not siblings. Right? We always quarrel with siblings. We always fight with them when we are a kid, until parents come into charge. And we will be beaten up, we will be disciplined. In some way, discipline is good, so that a kid will know like they can't overstep their boundary. But if we do it in a bad way, it traumatizes the kids. And this is related what I'm trying to share today. Most of the Asians, especially that those who grew up with certain family value that they should follow and they must follow, or you yourself has encountered like, okay, I must follow this value of my parents that have passed it to me. Right? Certain things that we can't do, certain things that we can't touch, or certain value that they have ingrained in us that make us the person that we are now. And we are the receiver of it. So when we are the receiver of their information, and we are forced to rationalize and become that person that they want us to be, for example, we are out of touch with ourselves. Like, so for me, if you can imagine that since you were small, you are repressed by other person, like people pressing you down, not letting you grow and become yourself, or you try so hard to become yourself, but people reject you, people trying to make you feel less than you should be feeling, like blame you for being who you are, and project their moral into you. And I think that most of the empath are not naturally empath, right? They are built to be empath. Means that someone in their life, in some way, using pressure to pressurize them into empath. Okay, example. You should listen to me on this idea. Okay, someone tell you this. If not, I will do this and this and this to you. Especially like threaten you to do stuff on you. Or your parents try to discipline you with their logic at the time that they are at. But I'm not blaming parents from like teaching their kids doing things, but at the time that they are at, their knowledge, their ideas are different from now. So if they projected the ideas that they think that we should follow. And it doesn't apply now, and we become a receiver of it. And that brings us to like the never-ending loop of trying to convince others to my thoughts, my logic, because of my parents has passed it on to me. And we have become close-minded because of that. So here comes the most important part. How can we escape from that reality that they create for us? So what I said before is we become the receiver of the negativity, the victimized mindset, the logical feeling of other people, or their ideas, their values. They stuff it up on us. They stuff it in using force. Not because we like to do it or we like to agree with that, but they force us to become the receiver. And yes, we become the receiver and we become the person that they want us to be. Or they change our mind of what we thought, or they train our mind to think like them. So in order to break out of that, we have to consciously reprogram ourselves, our mindset, or our thoughts, our value to society. That means that starting from today, I want you guys to open up to ideas. Question your value, like the value that you used to have. Start questioning them. Maybe I give an example. I used to have the value like, I must listen to my parents on the idea of wealth and money. I think of like, my mom is a very good person. She works so hard for the family, and she always been working hard. And since I was 6 or 7, as I can remember things, she always worked day until night because our family need that money to survive. And she's a saver. What I mean is that a saver is keeping most of their money in the bank, saving most of the money that she can keep in the bank. And it comes to me that, I have to save a lot of money. I have to save, and not using that money because we don't have enough. Right? This ingrained in my brain because of the value that they have in their self. But what I find out afterward is the more that we feel not enough in our life, no matter how much we make, right, we will still feel not enough. Even though that, I make certain money, my income is 10x of my mom, but I haven't feel enough. I always feel like I'm lacking. I'm scared of the future. I'm worried about what may come to me because of the past feelings that I have keep on hunting me. So in order to get rid of all that, I have to change my environment. I have to move out from the family. I have to ingrain some new ideas. I have to open up my mind my heart, in order to receive that new thoughts and feeling. If it wasn't of me moving out and stay out of my comfort zone, I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't be outside of my family and having my own thoughts and feeling and having my own, even my YouTube channel. It won't even exist if I stay in my house, in my home with my family all this time. It all changed when I changed my environment, changed my thought about the world, and most importantly, open up my mind, open up my heart to receive new ideas. Don't be close up to old thoughts, because logically, like let's say, the way we lived 10 years ago are totally different than the way we live now, right? So if we have the same thought as 10 years ago, right, that person have the same thought, will they be able to survive in this environment? Probably yes, but it's very hard to survive in this age because they doesn't know anything that make the life works now. For example, people that lived in the past, lived 10 years ago, maybe some old people that they never open up their mind, they never open up to receive any information that is new, right? They will not know how to use a smartphone, for example. Is that common sense? So have you know anyone that are close-minded, that are always reject new thoughts and thinking and ideas in their life? That they are ignorant about what is happening right now, what is changing outside of their world. There must be someone that like that, right? And why do I tell this story? Because I want you guys to open up to ideas, open up to possibilities. If you have like the things that they are currently ingrained in you, the family value, the anger, the depression, the victim mentality, like all of that, basically all of the things in your life is a value that have been put into you. So become open to new ideas means that you can allow things come into your life and change your feelings toward the world, and be flexible to change to, let's say, revolutionizing yourself. Okay? Revolutionize yourself. Renew yourself with new thoughts, feelings, and erase all the thoughts of the past that is not true. Like if you find out something that is not true, change it. If you find out something that you don't like, change it. Make life work for you. Make changes to follow up with life, because if you are living in the now, you should know that you can do social media, you can do online buying or selling. You are able to do video call with someone, right? Simple things. Because you accept the ideas of the world is changing, everyone is changing, right? The way of making money, the way of increasing income are changing. There are some things that never change, like there must be something that we can follow that has never changed. Like being good, etc. Like being a overly good person is never going to like bad idea, right? It always will be a good idea. So now, being an empath in this journey is very hard. Because like number one, we have to choose who we want to spend time with. We are no longer allowed to spend time with people that trying to drag us back into our old thoughts and feelings. Like we must choose to let go, because that is the only way of like for the new information to come in. Right? We let go of the old things, old feelings. We replace them with new ideas, new people in our life that bring that possibility, that make things possible, like that make future for us is like imaginable. Like if you have a limited mindset to yourself, like you limit yourself from thinking because of the place that you brought up with. Okay, it limits your thoughts. You only can think of like, oh, I can satisfy my food and shelter. That's all I want. And you limit yourself for other things, for other possibility. When you get rid of that limit, you bring new possibility into your life. You watch more of the video that, okay, this is possible. And then here comes the journey of changing yourself, self-development. Because that will only make sense if you get rid of the things that is your past, and then you embrace the future. Like that's the only way. And then secondly, we must control our emotion, because time in time, that thoughts will come out because it has been ingrained in us for a long, long time. Right? There's no way to like, okay, in a month or two, we get rid of all those old ideas, old feelings, or judgmental feeling that we have during all of those years that we believe in that particular thing, right? We have to control ourselves not to be thinking about that feeling anymore, and renew ourselves with the feeling that we want to feel, the belief that we want to believe, that is applicable now in this world, not in the world of 10 years ago. Like control our emotion plays a big part. Because we like to stay in the past, we like to feel familiar. Right? It's like family, right? Familiar. We want to stay in that past. Our brain is trying to make us stay in that place, so that there's nothing that needs to be changed. There's always comfort. Comfort is number one. And with that, you will never change. Right? So if you let them trick you, if you let your brain trick you, you will work for the brain. Right? The brain should be working for you. Right? Logically again. And number three is accept that you are in your place right now, no matter what situation you are in right now. You're rich, poor, healthy or unhealthy, fit or unfit. You have to accept who you are right now. And then start from there, like I make changes in every small area of my life. Example, I used to not make my bed in the morning. I try to change that first. I make my bed every morning. It's not because I want to make it. It's because I need to make it. And I used to live with my mom and my dad and my sister for at least 30 years before I moved out. I never made my bed. I never cook for myself. I never feel responsible of what I'm doing. But since I moved out from home, all I can do is, okay, I need to do this because I need to. If not, my bed will be messy. If I don't make food for myself, I will screw up my diet. Right? If I always take instant noodle, I will screw up my health. Everything has to be changed. This is the tips. Put yourself in a situation that you must change. You must make these changes to become better. If you rely on someone that is close to you right now and you haven't have the courage to let go, I want to let you know that if you never let go of that relationship or that neediness for them to take care of you, you will never get to the place that you want to be. Okay, maybe you don't even have any idea where you want to be yet. But the first part is to becoming better, is to control your mind, is to change your habit. If you change your habit, you will gain confidence from changing your habit. And then things will start from there. You'll go down the rabbit hole, right, of self-improvement. But before that, you need to decide. You need to detach from relying on someone, relying on people giving you that security, right? Doing things for you. You must be responsible for yourself first. And I think that's all I want to share today. So if you are empath, you'll be receiving a lot of energy from the people around you. Right? To summarize this is to change your environment and stop yourself from receiving those energy, because you know that that energy will not be serving you good in long term. I think of the analogy of 10 years ago and now that I have explained. In long term, it doesn't benefit you. You have to change. And then take responsibility of your life. If you are still relying on someone to take care of you, on small things, basic things, make small changes because it matters. Small changes leads to big changes in life. And I 100% back this up, because when I move out of comfort zone, when I force myself into being better, my life changed and my thoughts and my feelings changed. Being empath is not a bad thing, because we can receive. Like people that they can't receive energy, they can't receive information, I feel sorry for them. I feel very sad for them. But as an empath, you can choose what's the best for you, and then you absorb the energy. You tune in your energy into something that is going to benefit you in the long term. You want to see things in the long term. You don't want to okay, I feel this and I go for this. I feel that and I go for that. That is the most of what other people do, right? I feel this feeling, I want to catch this trend, I want to do this, and then I forget about, or I give up the last things that I want to do, and I go on the new things over and over again. Right? We want to be able to focus on what really matters. Small things, small habits, not catching trends. Catching trend will not make you a better person unless you get the basic done. Right? I don't want to go over into the topic that is not related to this. I have many to share. But importantly, share this video with a friend if you can relate this idea. And they are empath. They always feel feelings of other people. And they found themselves really stuck on certain feelings and unable to get out of it. This video may be very helpful to them if you share it with them, or you find this video helpful. Please like this video and subscribe to my channel. I know a lot of you that are watching this is not a subscriber. Please help me to grow this channel so that everyone or more people can see and also discover their best self. See you guys in the next video. Peace.